Okay, this is another detailed sales video from Shop Stuff on the SRC550 and 4500 registers. Again, I'm using the 550 model, the one printer version, but the 4500, the information and the processors will be exactly the same. The only difference is the 4500 has two printers in it. So in this video, we're taking a closer look at the stock control functionality of the machine. Again, it's one of those things where you hear stock control, and if you're used to like a full-blown EPOS till system stock control, you might be thinking purchase orders, minimum order, stock quantity warnings, and all that side of thing. It does have stock control on it, but it is fairly limited. It's only the PLUs, and it's what I would call one in, one out. So if you sell something, it knocks the stock down by one. You can run a report on it. But there's no, if you get to the minimum stock order, minimum stock level, the till will just carry on selling the items. But I'll show you how it works, and obviously it's up to you, you can make your own judgment. You don't have to use it, it's like a not really published or advertised or promoted feature of the machine, but it's something it has that its predecessor didn't have. So if we take a look at the programming mode first of all, I'll show you how the programming works with the PLUs. Now, one thing to be aware of on these machines, this is where it can get a bit complicated and confusing. I do have sympathy with people trying to choose a cash register. These machines here, this keyboard is 72 buttons. As standard on the machine, these buttons are departments, so they cannot be part of the stock inventory. Only the PLUs. So on this machine, it would actually be your barcode items, because it can work with a barcode scanner, so you can still use it. Slightly confusingly, you can have this machine reprogrammed by a Casio dealer to have these as PLUs as well, and then they could be included in the stock reporting. But I thought I should just make that aware. If you've got a machine as standard and are programming these buttons and wondering why they're not part of the stock range, it's because they're departments and not PLUs. Okay, but you could still use the system on PLU products. So if we go into the programming mode, have a look at the PLU settings. We'll have a look at a couple of them. Now, have I got a scanned product? I think I have, but I haven't got it to hand. Oh no, here we go. So we'll start with a barcode product. I'm sure this one's programmed in. Yep. So you scan the item, there's the products, you've got the description, the price, the taxable status. Group links not a popular feature on these machines because you've already got departments. Groups then can add a level of confusion in addition to departments, so I tend not to use them. Department is, when you set up a PLU, you have to put it into a department. So a department is like a category of sale, so it could be groceries or alcohol or meat or dairy or draft beers or main meals, depending on what type of industry you're in. If we go into the advanced, the bottom two, the bottom one is your barcode number, and then you can see you've got a minimum stock level of the item. Now, so you can set the minimum stock to be 1. What you can't do is set the minimum stock to be 100, so it has the maximum minimum stock you can have, if that makes sense, is 99. So we'll set this to 50. 50. Yeah, there we go. Probably messing around a bit too much on that one. So that one's set to 50. So it's totally optional. The stock is just a totally optional feature. If we go back to the beginning and just go to one PLU, the very first one, just have a look at that. Have we set up a stock? So minimum stock level, yeah, so that one's got 10 as its minimum stock. So I just wanted to show you that you can set minimum stock, but it doesn't do anything in the sense that if you get to below the minimum stock according to the till, it just carries on anyway. I'll show you that now by running a couple of reports. So if we go into X mode, which is where all the stock reports are, again they're hidden away. Even if you scroll, yeah, they're not advertised as a report. You can do a PLU report, but a PLU report is not a stock report. PLU report, in fact I'll run one just so you can see. A PLU report will show you the number, so the quantity and the value of the PLUs, of each PLU sold since the last time you Z'd the PLU report. So we can see here, we'll just look at a couple. Foster's half, I've sold 30 at a total price of 55.67 since I last Z'd this report. So a Z report resets and an X report is read only, just to make that clear. So you've already got a PLU, the predecessor to this machine, the 450, has that function as well, but PLU reporting is not stock reporting. I'm just waiting for this to finish, but I've got this machine in front of you set to back up all the reports to the SD card, so that's just what it's doing there. So that'll take a little bit of time. What I'll show you after this is I'll run a stock report, show you what information you get out of it, and then I'll show you the way you can add stock, input stock, and deduct stock as well, because there's only a couple of different things you can do. So once this finishes, it won't take me long to show you. Okay, there you go, SD card. So in the X mode, 64 cash amount 10 is your stock report. So that's PLU stock. Remember, it's PLUs, not departments. Obviously, departments are groupings of items. We'll let that totally print out. So let's have a look, see if we can make sense of it. PLU stock report, it's dated up there. It's basically saying Foster's, we've got 85 and our minimum stock level is 10. So it's a bit clunky. You have to know where to look, because you might be confused thinking, well, which one's my minimum and which one's my maximum. But if you've not set minimums, then it's all at 0. And then these are all the items that I must have given stock figures for. We'll just prove the point. So if we sell a few of our porridge oats barcode, five of those, and let's sell 80 Foster's halves, cash that off, leave that report there, back to X mode, 64 cash, so we can see there the Foster's half has gone from 80 down to 5, and the asterisk is its warning that you are below the minimum stock level. So there still functions, but it does have like a warning on there. And then the other one down here was the porridge oats, so I think I sold 5. Yeah, I've gone from 93 down to 88. So that's how you can set minimum stock levels, you can run a stock report, and then to add stock, so say if you want to input stock for the first time, how do you do that? It's in the X mode again, to subtotal, then you type in the PLU number or scan the barcode, or if you've had these buttons reprogrammed as PLUs, you can press those. For simplicity, I'm just going to scan the porridge oats one, so it tells you if there's already any stock. So I want to add 12, cash amount end, and then subtotal. So that's added 12 onto the, so you get a little printout, PLU number 100, old stock was 88, I've added 12, total stock is 100. You could deduct stock as well, it's really easy. I might as well show you now. Again, it's 2 subtotal. We'll stick with our porridge oats one because I know what I'm doing with that. If I can find the barcode again. So it's got the 100 stock. Say you want to reduce that by 10, type in 10, then press the RF button, -10, and then cash, and then that's taken that down to 90. You can now repeat that procedure by scanning other barcodes or typing in other PLU numbers, but I just wanted to give you an overview of how the system works rather than get too bogged down into the technicalities of it. So you can also deduct stock. I've shown you how to deduct stock. You can also overwrite stock as well. So yeah, that's the system. It's a bit clunky, it's fairly basic, but it is on there, and it's on there as standard. You don't have to do anything to activate it. So it's, following our videos, it's the type of thing use and have a play around with. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful. This video will be part of a playlist of other sales videos on the 550 and 4500, which you're welcome to check out. You can also subscribe to the channel because we're always bringing out new videos whenever they bring out new registers, or if we feel like we should highlight something else. We're also open to people asking questions before they buy, so give us a call or drop us an email, and we're always happy to post new videos explaining various features of the cash registers. Thanks for watching.